to differentiate, to notice the difference between what is a good place, civilized, and a bad, violent place. And it also shows us what may become of a good person when they are surrounded by violence. She says, while arriving without Heathcliff inside Wuthering Heights, Joseph shoves a torch fire in her face. Hareton, the baby, to which she describes Hareton as she says, by the fire stood a child that was dirty, that was strong. And she said when she looked into the eyes of the child, she sensed, as if she saw a look of Catherine in his eyes and about his mouth. Now, Hareton here, he threatens to sick his dog, Throttler, on her. Now, notice even the name of the dog, it has a meaning. Here, throttle means, the word is to choke or to strangle. Now, here the dog here, it is a dog that was given by Mr. Linton to Hindley. So, in a way, the dog later on remembered Isabella. Inside, there is no servant to help her. She wanted just a bedroom to sleep in. She wanted a proper meal, but nothing was given to her. So inside, she sees no one. There is nothing. There is no maid to serve her. So she wanders around the house, and eventually she sees Hindley, to which she describes, who has a long, shaggy hair, and he curses Heathcliff all the time, and he appears to be insane to Isabella. Now, while they're talking, Hindley shows Isabella the pistol, and this pistol is embellished. It had a spring knife on the barrel. Now, he lurks, as we said, every night outside Heathcliff's bedroom. Why? Because he was planning to kill Heathcliff if the door is ever unlocked. Now, the only real thing, according to him, that is stopping him from killing Heathcliff is the chance of him getting his money and getting Wuthering Heights. Notice what he says here. Should he offer to leave me, he is a dead man. Persuade him to leave Wuthering Heights, and you are a murderess. Am I to lose all without a chance of retrieval, without the chance of me getting Wuthering Heights and the money? Is Hareton to be a beggar? Oh, damnation. I will have it back, and I will have his gold too. This is Hareton. And then his blood, and he will have, and hell shall have his soul. It will be 10 times blacker without guests than ever it was before. You see, as we said, he just wants to have the money, to have the gold from Heathcliff. Now, while Hindley gives the gun to Isabella here, she is struck by how powerful it makes her feel, and which astonishes Hindley, and he grabs the gun away from her. Now, in the kitchen, Joseph, it's a very disgusting scene that that Isabella is not very much used to. She is not used to all of these treatments. She is not used to all of this. That is why at the beginning of the letter, or around the middle, she tells Nellie Dean, I questioned with myself, where must I turn for comfort? And she says, mind you, don't tell Edgar or Catherine about above every sorrow beside. This rose a permanent despair at finding nobody who could or would be my ally against Heathcliff. Which means she just wanted someone to help her, to stand next to her against Heathcliff, but she cannot find that. And at the same time, she cannot tell Edgar, she cannot tell Catherine what is going on, or the ill treatment that she had. Now, inside the kitchen, Joseph sticks his finger in the oatmeal. So Isabella, she offers to cook it, but Joseph, he yells at her for making it so lumpy. Meanwhile, Hareton drinks the milk they are supposed to share straight from the jar, and then he gets all of his spit inside it. This is disgusting. This is not the kind of a treatment that Isabella used to have in Thrushcross Grange. She is used to being a civilized, being treated like a lady, not this kind of treatment. Now, Isabella tries to find a bedroom to eat and rest in, but Joseph, he's angry at her for acting like this. He tells her that there is nowhere for you to sleep. There is no such thing as the parlor. There is no such thing as the bedroom, nothing. Why? Because Heathcliff, and on top of that, Heathcliff keeps his bedroom locked and no one is allowed inside. Isabella throws the oatmeal on the floor and Joseph leaves her there, hoping that Heathcliff sees her in this way so he can beat her. Now, Throttler, as we said, is the dog by which Mr. Linton gave to Hindley long ago. So he, in a way, he recognized Isabella. Now, notice here the dog, Throttler. She says that just then Throttler comes in and she realizes that he is a dog that her father gave to Hindley long ago. Now, Throttler here, he nuzzles to Isabella. He eats the oatmeal as if he remembers her. He remembers the love that he had when he was, or when it was at Thrushcross Grange. Then Isabella hides in Hareton's room until Joseph comes upstairs to put him to bed. Finally, where does Isabella fall asleep? She falls asleep in a chair by the fire, as if there is no place for her to sleep in. Heathcliff returns and he wakes her up and he asks, "Why are you sleeping there?" To which she says it is because our bedroom is locked, and he tells her that there is no such thing as our. It is not yours, it will never be yours, the bedroom is only mine and we will never share a bedroom. Now, here he even tells her that because Catherine is sick, I will hurt you even more to show your brother the torment or the suffering that I can cause upon you and Edgar too, her brother. Now, when we look at Isabella here, we kind of, in a way, we feel awful for her because she made a huge youthful mistake and she knows that she will be paying for it for the rest of her life. And it may have been like a foolish of her to not heed to the warnings, to not listen to the warnings of her brother Edgar, because you remember her brother told her that he is a bad person. He is never changed in his spirit and heart and mind and everything because he is a poor person. He doesn't know what being civilized means. So she did not basically listen to the warnings of her brother. But the bottom line here is nothing can excuse this kind of a treatment or abuse of her that she has been alluded to, that she has got from Heathcliff. In a way, when we look at it, she was probably kind of duped, fooled. He fooled her because at the beginning he mentioned of how he is good. He is tries to be, this masculine, dark, mysterious person. He kisses her, he embraces her, and this is what she basically fell for. She tells Nellie Dean, I assure you, a tiger or a venomous serpent could not rouse terror in me equal to that which he awakens, which means that even a serpent, even a tiger would never make me feel afraid. The way that Heathcliff awakens this fear inside of me. And when he told her, again, as we said, of Catherine's illness, he accused her brother of causing it, and he tells her that you will be, I should be Edgar's proxy in suffering till he get hold of him. And then Isabella says, I do hate him. I am wretched. I have been a fool. Beware of uttering one breath of this to anyone at the Grange. Why? Because again, as we said, he does not want to be around her, because in a way, to Heathcliff, she is just a means. Now, Nellie Dean, in the next chapter, we will see that she shows the letter to Edgar, and he tells her, you could go, you could see Isabella. However, he himself did not want to see her.